Which one of these three-wheel motorcycle vehicles will win this trike smackdown? Both test vehicles are newer trikes which are comparable to their 2026 counterparts, which are mechanically identical. Without further ado, it's on with the show. Round 1, driver and passenger seat comfort goes to Polaris. The side-by-side bucket seats in the Slingshot cannot be beat for overall comfort. It makes the driver feel like he's in control and the passenger feel like they're the co-pilot. Can Am seats are very nice, but Polaris wins this round hands down. Round 2, storage, goes to BRP. When it comes to storage, BRP SPYDER RT Limited and the Sea-To-Sky wins hands down. With 46 gallons of storage, the Slingshot cannot compete. The Polaris does have some storage, but everything is relative. Round number 3, raw power, goes to Polaris. Prior to their current generation, the Slingshot had an Ecotech GM 2.4 liter engine, but they now have a Polaris-built 1997 cc 4-cylinder 178 horsepower engine, which is a beast. It's fast and it benefits from a good power to weight ratio. You can now also get it with an automatic transmission. BRP has a 1330 cc 3-cylinder 115 horsepower Protech engine. It has lots of power and torque, but it's no match for the Slingshot brute strength. Even with this much horsepower, you only need a regular driver's license in all states except Massachusetts. Round 4, ride smoothness, goes to BRP. Most people agree that Can Am has a better ride due to its riding height and suspension. It also has an automatic load leveling system to keep your trike correctly balanced. The Slingshot is rough riding and you feel everything in the road. It's okay if you can look past that. Please stay to the very end to see who wins and let me know which trike do you think should win. Without further ado, it's back to the show. Round 5, roof and doors, goes to Polaris. You can get a door and a roof on your Slingshot, but they're not available for any BRP trikes. These are awesome features, especially when the weather is bad. You're not fully enclosed due to the partial windshield, but it is still very cool. Round 6, seat belts and helmet situation, goes to BRP. BRP wins this round simply because they don't come with or require to have seat belts. Most all states have some type of helmet law except Illinois, Iowa, and New Hampshire. All Slingshots comes with seat belts, which are required to be worn in most states because this vehicle is considered to be an autocycle, even though Polaris themselves calls it a motorcycle. Round 7, integrated roll bars, goes to Polaris. This item comes standard on all Slingshots, but are not available on BRP trikes. They make you feel a little more secure and are a good safety idea by Polaris. They are required by the government for all autocycles. Remember to stay to the very end to see which Super-Trikes win. Round 8, safety, goes to BRP. Can Am robust vehicle stability system, which was developed in conjunction with Bosch, include ABS, traction control, and dynamic power steering, all designed to resist lifting and toppling of their trikes in corners. Polaris does have a stability system, but it's not as technologically advanced as BRP. Round number 9, tire sizes, goes to Polaris. The biggest wheels comes on the Slingshot, which is important to some owners, especially since they are carrying over 1,600 pounds of bike weight. They're 18 inches in the front and 20 inches in the rear. BRP, RTL, and Sea-To-Sky weighs approximately 1,000 pounds and can't match their wheel sizes. Round number 10, the quietest, goes to BRP. The BRP SPYDER RTL is quieter than the Slingshot because of Polaris vehicle design and engine placement. There's mostly only plastic separating the engine and the exhaust from the open cockpit. The wind buffering and road noise is very loud. The RTL has a motorcycle type fairing and a big windshield, which offers significantly more protection from wind noise than the Slingshot. The SPYDER provides a more refined motorcycle experience, while the Slingshot offers a raw, unfiltered driving adventure. Round 11, how low should you go? Goes to BRP. The driver sits very low to the ground, only 16 inches from the road. You must drive defensively in your Slingshot and make sure you stay out of other vehicles' blind spots. On the SPYDER RTL, you sit relatively high in the saddle. Yippee-ki-yay. Round number 12, quality and reliability, goes to BRP. The Can Am SPYDER and the Sea-To-Sky generally has a stronger reputation for long-term reliability and fewer significant mechanical problems than the Polaris. The Slingshot has a documented history of transmission and electrical issues, particularly the earlier models. Round number 13, aesthetics, which is looks. This is a toss-up. Some people love the SPYDER RTL and the Sea-To-Sky, the way they look, and some people love the Slingshot. It's just a matter of preference. Round 14, backup camera, goes to Polaris. The reason Slingshot wins this round is because their camera image shows on the entire monitor screen. BRP backup image only shows on half the screen. A driver needs to see as much as possible to avoid hitting anything. By the way, these are the only two companies that offer this type of equipment from the factory. This is cutting-edge technology. Remember to stay to the very end to see which Super-Trike wins. Round number 15, reverse trike design. This is a toss-up. Both vehicles have it, and both vehicles enjoy the handling benefits of it. Round 16, bubbleishly fun. This is a toss-up. Both are very fun to drive. It all depends on what kind of riding experience you like to have. The SPYDER RTL and the Sea-To-Sky is more relaxed and pimpish, while the Slingshot is more exhilarating and exciting. Round number 17, the price is right, goes to BRP. The most expensive Polaris costs $39,000 for their top-of-the-line Slingshot. The highest list price for a SPYDER RT Limited is $33,200. That's a $6,000 difference. There's no reason why any Polaris trike should be at this price point because the value proposition isn't there. Round 18. Accessories necessities goes to BRP. No other motorcycle company in the world has an attachable accessory system similar to Can Am Link system. They have dozens of useful items you can add to your SPYDER RT Limited and Sea-To-Sky without any tools. This is a significant feature. Round 19. Push button starting goes to Polaris. The Slingshot has push button starting technology, and as long as you have your key fob on you, you're good to go. This is highly convenient and very desirable by other bike owners. BRP don't have these features, but many of their customers want it. In conclusion, which one of these Super-Trikes should you buy? If you add up all of the pros and cons, the new 2026 Can Am SPYDER RT Limited is the overall winner in this Trike Wars for 2026. It has the best reliability, the best quality, the best ride, the most technology, the best sound system, and the most comfort features. It's still the alpha apex predator of the Super-Trikes. Please don't get me wrong. These are both equally awesome machines and really appeals to two different types of buyers. But the Can Am SPYDER RT Limited is the winner of this Super-Trike Smackdown for 2026. Please leave a comment in my comment section and share this video with a friend. Thanks a lot for watching and stay safe.